It's surprising, but many photographers, when using classic lighting with the light directly above the model's head, often like to illuminate the shadows from below with a reflector or another light source. They do it in such a way that the reflection from the bottom light is seen in the eye, creating the illusion that the person has a tearful gaze. The glare from the light at the bottom of the eyes closely resembles the reflection of light in a tear. Additionally, this glare from below can often cover the lower part of the pupil, giving the illusion that the pupil is not round and evoking not always desirable associations. So if someone tells you that you look like a sheep or a goat, it doesn't necessarily mean they're trying to insult you. Maybe in the photo, your pupils do look like those of a cow, sheep, goat, or toad. Indeed, human pupils are round, while cats, for example, have elongated pupils that are vertically oriented. In goats, sheep, and many other hooved animals, they are elongated horizontally. If you'd rather look like a cat instead of a sheep or frog, you can put 2 big softboxes on each side of the model to make it look like a cat's eye. But again, don't forget that you also need to be very careful with this lighting setup, as you could end up with unflattering shadows around the nose and other parts of the face. This is a typical situation that you might see, for example, with video bloggers. They often try to eliminate shadows on the face using a light source located symmetrically on the opposite side. It's very easy to make a mistake here and end up with unpleasant shadows. It may seem that the shape and size of the pupils are insignificant details that viewers don't pay attention to. However, people are very adept at picking up the size of the pupils, and they do this on a subconscious level. Experiments have been conducted in which participants were shown 2 nearly identical photos of the same individual and asked to choose the one they found more appealing. The only variation between the 2 portraits was the size of the pupils. Unaware of this subtle difference, most participants favored the portrait featuring larger pupils, even though they couldn't articulate the reason for their preference. Photographers should remember this effect and how it's possible to influence the size of the pupils. Let's say you're photographing someone in a studio with a flash. Most studio flashes have a special light that stays on continuously, known as the modeling or pilot light. Since it's always on, it allows you to see in advance how the person will be lit before you trigger the flash. The brightness of this modeling light is usually adjustable. Some people like to make it brighter, while others set it to low power to create a dim setting. You might think this is a matter of taste and won't affect the final photo. But now you know that's not entirely true. The pupil can't instantly contract from the bright flash. So in the photo, you'll see the pupils as they expanded or contracted under the influence of the modeling light. So dim lighting on the set can affect how attractive your model looks. It's not just about the cozy atmosphere, but also about physiology and psychology. When my brother and I made a video on this topic, we even conducted a poll on social media asking which photo people liked more. People really did vote more for the wider pupils. After experimenting a bit, we even took a photo in complete darkness. But that option seemed like overkill to us. Pupils that large can look pretty creepy. And what do you think? Which one is better?